Come on guys, let's bring back aesthetics. What's going on guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to go over the top 5 reasons why I've stopped bulking forever. Hopefully you guys can take something out of this video and apply it to your own goals and lifestyle as well. The first reason is the relationship between time in years and how much muscle we can put on naturally. If you're a beginner or in your first few years of lifting, then lean bulking is definitely the best way to maximize muscle growth. I've made an entire video about this and my reasons for it. But as time goes on, the rate of muscle growth slows down dramatically. There's a graph by Lyle McDonald that shows this really well. As a natural male, in your first year of consistent lifting, with the right genetics, training and diet, you can expect to put on up to 20 to 25 pounds of muscle. After 4 years though, things slow down a lot. You can still make improvements, but the gains come much slower. As someone who's been training consistently for well over 5 years, bulking just doesn't benefit me as much as it used to. You could argue that lean bulking might still be the best approach for me. And you might be right, but just because I won't be actively bulking, it doesn't mean I can't make small consistent improvements to my physique over the next 5 to 10 years. And I do have 4 other reasons why I personally won't be bulking again. So hear me out. Reason 2. Come on guys, let's bring back aesthetics. I think over the last 5 years, the fitness industry has really forgotten about aesthetics. Aesthetics is what started this whole thing, with old school bodybuilding, and in more modern times, the likes of Ziz. The whole game was about creating a physique that looked naturally attainable with the right proportions and flow. The Greek god or aesthetic physique is what a lot of people got into fitness and bodybuilding for. So what happened? Somewhere along the way, size became the new trend. And unfortunately, a lot of people focused on size at the expense of everything else. While guys were getting bigger, the physiques weren't necessarily getting more aesthetic. And for a lot of people, this meant bulking for years, taking steroids, and living unhealthy lifestyles. In my opinion, size without shape, conditioning, proportions, and balance is useless. Looking just big is overrated. So bringing back aesthetics year round and shifting the focus to why I first got into the gym in the first place is the second reason why I've stopped bulking. Aesthetics leads me onto my third point, which is body fat. When it comes to bulking, most people don't take the lean bulking approach. And even if they do take the lean bulking approach, they often don't have the discipline to stick to it. I get it, I used to be in this boat too. I thought that if I was training hard, eating a lot of food, and my weight was going up, that I was putting on a ton of muscle. The reality only sets in when you start dieting back down. The wake-up call is real when you realize how much more weight you have to lose to get lean. At the end of your diet, you're only slightly heavier than when you first started bulking. And in the process of dieting, you lost some of that hard-earned muscle as well. Your bulk was almost pointless. The reality is that putting on muscle is a slow process. Putting on fat, on the other hand, is quite easy. So when you're bulking, the majority of the weight that you actually put on is fat, water weight, and glycogen. Only a small percentage of it is new muscle tissue. This is especially true if you've already been lifting consistently and doing the right things for many years. At this point, even a small calorie surplus means more fat than muscle is going to be packed on. And I've seen it time and time again. Guys who have started bulking and are perpetually stuck in their bulk. For fear of losing size, not knowing how to diet, lacking discipline, or other reasons, they just never end up dieting back down. So they're left with this in-between sort of physique, where they do have some size, but frankly look unhealthy, with little to no aesthetics. What could have been a 6 to 12 week diet to get into shape is now looking like 6 to 12 months of dieting. Don't do this guys. Keep your body fat in check and follow a lean bulk if you're in your first 5 years of lifting. Your physique will thank you for it. If you're still here guys, smash that like and subscribe button, it really helps the channel out. Alright, let's move on to my fourth reason. This reason isn't specific to me, it's more of a general point, especially for people who are either new to the gym or have busy work lives. That is, prioritizing the basics. I think a lot of people really underestimate the power of just sticking to the basics of sleep, consistent training, nutrition, hydration, limiting alcohol, and recovery. Bulking doesn't make up for the basics, guys. Take 2 people. One guy that is doing all the basics right and eating at recovery, and another guy who is inconsistent with the basics but is bulking. Assuming they both have similar genetics, I can guarantee the first guy is going to put on more muscle, and he's also going to be leaner at the end of it. So if you're new to the gym or have a hectic work life, before you think about bulking, spend 8 to 12 weeks focusing on the basics and getting your routine on point. And getting your routine on point also means having a plan for the unpredictables like social events, holidays, and late shifts at work. Out of all of the basics, guys, I think the biggest one that people underestimate is sleep. Sleep makes all the difference when it comes to building muscle or losing fat. I've experienced this one firsthand. The difference between a good physique and a great physique could be the 2 hours of sleep you're missing out on every single night. It definitely adds up over time. So while you might be doing everything else right, don't underestimate how important sleep is for your fitness goals, especially as a natural. The final and most important reason is longevity and health. I recently made an Instagram post about 2 changes I'm making in my lifestyle going forward. The first is making a shift to focusing on the quality of my foods rather than just the calories and macros. We eat so much processed garbage these days, and a lot of the time we don't even question what we're eating. Food quality and nutrition is just as important as calories and macros, guys. The second change is getting back into regular cardio. For me personally, this will mostly be in the form of running. Aesthetics is king, but building and maintaining good cardiovascular and aerobic fitness is more important for longevity. Bulking just doesn't work well with trying to improve cardiovascular output. It puts a lot more pressure on your body and joints, especially while still training hard in the gym. Balancing aesthetics with general health and fitness is the focus of my lifestyle going forwards. That's it, guys. Hope you got something out of this video and can appreciate that there's more to fitness than just bulking and getting bigger. If you did, you know what to do. And as always, see you in the next one.